Hello, and welcome to Federal Flash. I'm Nikki McKinney, and I'm joined by Hans Herman. In the wake of the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, we'll review how Congress is responding. We'll also provide an update on the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, and the implementation of the Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA. For more on school safety efforts in Congress, let's turn to Hans.
Thanks, Nikki. After a week-long recess, Congress is back in D.C. and they're working on drafting legislative solutions designed to curb gun violence in schools. If past is prologue, it's safe to assume that it will take several more weeks and perhaps months to see any progress on any legislation aimed to make our schools and students safer. Sadly, there's also a chance that Congress does absolutely nothing. In the aftermath of the shooting, Democrats on the House Education Committee, including Ranking Member Bobby Scott, sent a letter to Committee Chair Virginia Foxx asking her to hold a hearing on school shootings. In a return letter to Scott, Foxx did not address the request to hold a hearing. However, Foxx did ask Scott to join her in asking House appropriators to make the new Student Support and Academic Enrichment Grants a, quote, top priority, end quote, in the fiscal year 2018 funding bill currently being negotiated. Created under Title IV-A in ESSA, the program provides funds to school districts to support safe and healthy students with comprehensive school mental health, bullying prevention, violence prevention, and training on trauma-informed practices, among other programs.
The program is authorized to receive up to $1.6 billion, but received only a fraction of that amount, $400 million, in fiscal year 2017, its first year of existence. And in his fiscal year 2018 and 2019 budget requests, President Trump proposed eliminating the program entirely. While Foxx's letter expressed the importance of this funding, it fell short of asking for the full amount of $1.6 billion. Congress has to pass the fiscal year 2018 funding bill by March 23rd, so we'll see what, if any, additional funding is targeted at school safety measures.
There is also news on the DACA program, which provides temporary protection from deportation for undocumented immigrants brought here as children. On Monday, the Supreme Court declined to hear the Justice Department's challenge to a lower court ruling that prevents the administration from ending the program, at least for the time being. Last September, the administration announced that it would phase out the DACA program over 6 months and terminate the program on March 5th. That deadline was, in part, designed to give Congress time to act and to save the program and protect dreamers.
The Supreme Court decision means that for now, eligible DACA recipients will still be able to renew their status as the case makes its way through the lower courts. The move also eases pressure on Congress to act on a permanent solution for DACA. As a result, there currently is no date that the protections will actually run out for the roughly 700,000 DACA recipients, but there remains a large amount of uncertainty about whether that could disappear at any time. So advocates and DACA supporters are continuing to seek a legislative solution and plan to hold a national day of action to protect immigrant youth in Washington, D.C. on Monday, March 5th. Visit the link below for additional information.
Now for news on ESSA. The U.S. Department of Education has given every state feedback on its ESSA accountability plan, but some are still wrestling with how to address those issues. To give those states more time to address concerns raised during the review process, the Education Department granted an extension to the 17 states whose ESSA accountability plans have yet to be approved. States on that list include Colorado, which submitted its plan in May 2017, along with Alabama, Alaska, California, Florida, Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky, Mississippi, Nebraska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, and Virginia, all of which submitted plans in September.
Finally, the department also issued the final priorities for discretionary grant programs. As you may recall, last October, the department requested comments from interested stakeholders on its proposed list. Other than some minor wordsmithing, the department's 11 priorities remain the same. Use the link below to access the department's final list of priorities. That's all for now. For an alert when the next episode of Federal Flash is available, email us at alliance@allfored.org. Thanks for watching. Federal Flash is the Alliance for Excellent Education's video series on important developments in education policy in Washington, D.C. in 5 minutes or less.